Good morning, Carbean. It is RJ, and it is time for the Sunday Trivia Recap. Hooray! Loud cheers, applause, mass hysteria, rioting in the streets, dogs and cats living together, utter chaos around the globe. And yet we still have time for some awesome trivia and time to give away some great prizes. So let's get to it, shall we? All right. I had great questions like we always do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday's question: who was the first $100,000 player? All right, now there's a lot of answers thrown out, and there's some discrepancy about that. Now, let me explain. A lot of people said, well, people thought Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth never earned $100,000. It was a little before the salaries approached that level. His top salary was $80,000 a year. So Babe Ruth is not the answer. Now, when I did a Google of this search, of this, the answer to the question, when I researched the question, I found several articles that claimed Hank Greenberg was paid $100,000 in 1947 by the Pittsburgh Pirates. What's interesting, though, is that some other sources do not recognize that. Now, let me show you something I found. So Hank Greenberg went on to Baseball Reference, and they actually have a listing for salaries. And this is just really bad, really wrong, because they have his 1947 as being with the Detroit Tigers. It was not. It was with the Pirates. Down here, the salary structure is listed as 85,000 from the Tigers. But there are articles out there that said the Pirates paid him $100,000. And if you look at his stats for that year, clearly he played in Pittsburgh in 1947. Down here, he played 125 games for Pittsburgh in 1947. So I am not certain if he made $100,000 a year or not. I will say this. The Society for American Baseball Research on its website contains an article that says Joe DiMaggio was the first player to reach the $100,000 mark in 1949. And that is been buoyed up here by baseballreference.com. It lists his salary at $100,000 for 1949 and 1950. So I'm not sure which one is accurate at this point in time. I'm not sure if Hank Greenberg actually did get $100,000 for the year for the Pirates. Maybe it was structured in some deal where his salary was X, but he got a signing bonus. Well, no, Joe's salary was $100,000 for 1949 and 1950, and that's what I was looking for. Anyway, that is the answer. Is I don't know. So anyway, like always, though, anybody who threw out a guess is entered into the contest. What you're playing for is a really cool Bryce Harper comic card from last year's 2023 Topps Archive. Cool Bryce Harper comic card. That's the prize. Everybody up here on the screen, got 15 of you were kind enough to throw out a guess. Let you see your name up there. All right, we'll shuffle once and spin. You must hit 3 times on my channel in order to win. I do that because I like to spread out the wealth. I like to give everybody else an opportunity to win. I don't think one and done is fun or, it kind of it's like disheartening for the other people who entered to just be out right away. So I always do spin and win 3 times. The other reason is because so few people enter my contests, it's easy for me to do it that way. So here we go. Spin. All right, this week I actually did my videos already. I always pre-record my videos. I always do them Saturday morning just so I don't have to worry about it during the week as I'm posting them. I mean, I obviously post them during the week, but I usually don't have time to film during the week. I'm working. I got to do things with the fam. So there's really no time to do any filming during the week. So I get it all done. I get it all done Saturday morning usually. This week, I just did my videos, And what I forgot, as you know, I was sitting around everybody who's doing videos, you're sitting around struggling, trying to figure out what to do, what's interesting that you want to show off. Well, I was at a store not too long ago, and I always check the baseball card aisles when I'm at Walmart or Target. I want to see what's lying around. Well, I went to a Target store not too long ago, and they had a bunch of different things. I was like to see, I was happy to see that they had a number of different products available. And one of the things they had were some Allen and Ginter blaster boxes. And so I thought I'd just pick up a couple boxes. I noticed the boxes they had looked different. For some reason, I assumed they were all 2022 or 20. I'm sorry, I assumed they were all last year, 2023 Allen and Ginter. I usually don't buy Allen and Ginter cards. I don't like Allen and Ginter as a set, mostly because I don't like the non-sport celebrity cards they put in there. I'm not a pop culture guy. I don't know anything about most of the people who end up in those pop culture cards. I have no idea who they are. The other reason I just don't like the stupid subsets you get. A Day in the Sun. You know, the actual, you know, the one caveat to that is I did really enjoy the bread cards, you know, and I actually collected every card from that little subset of different sandwiches. I thought that was a lot of fun, but for the most part, I don't like Allen and Ginter. But this time I figured I would pick up 2 little blaster boxes, and I did. And of course I ripped them, and I got what I expected, a bunch of crap. I got what I expected, a whole bunch of nothing. But I was able to get 2 interesting, I think that's 3 for Jesse. I think that's 3 for Bears baseball cards. Yes, it is. There's 3. All right, so congrats, Jesse, over at Bears baseball cards, sir. You'll be getting this awesome Bryce Harper comic card from Topps Archives of last year. Congrats to you. Moving on to Wednesday. I asked an interesting question. I was watching, I like to watch YouTube videos about baseball highlights, interesting things that happened in baseball over the years. I like biographies, greatest plays, bloopers. I love watching baseball. And I was doing a little kick on triple plays, unassisted triple plays, just cool triple plays. And I came across this one video, and it talked about the fact that the first Arizona Diamondbacks triple play as a franchise happened when a Hall of Fame pitcher pitched the ball to another superstar of baseball. And I said, name those 2 individuals. And the answer is, let's watch it together and you will see.
There's the location of the pitch on pitch tracks, just off of the inside corner. Hitting for a 3rd time. High fly ball, shallow center. Philly getting himself to run in and make the catch. There's a catch. There's a tag. Here comes a throw to the plate. He is out. Down to 3rd. Out there. That's a triple play, folks. We've got ourselves a triple play. The first in Diamondbacks history. And you talk about...
All right, there you go. So the first triple play in Diamondbacks history, Mark McGwire hit a fly ball off of Randy Johnson. 1 out. But when Steve Finley caught it, Steve Finley threw home to get the runner trying to score from 3rd. He was nailed at the plate. That was an out number 2. And then the catcher, seeing that the runner on 2nd was trying to get the 3rd, threw down to 3rd, and the runner was nailed at 3rd for out number 3. The first triple play recorded in Arizona Diamondbacks history, thrown by Hall of Famer Randy Johnson to stud player Mark McGwire. And the prize you're playing for on that one, awesome looking card of Ted Williams from the 2020, I think this is 2022, Topps Archives, maybe even earlier. Topps Archives card of Ted Williams, really cool pose there, holding the bats. So a great Hall of Fame card for somebody. The individuals up on the screen here were kind enough to throw out a guess. Jesse, you are out. You cannot win but once on my channel per week. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. That's the one. Sorry. I'm going to take them off on this one. This is the one for Wednesday. I keep these in order here. So this is the one from Wednesday. The individuals up here on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess on your Wednesday one. We again will shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody on that one. Here we go. Yeah, so like I said, I had decided to go ahead and rip into Allen Ginter. And for the most part, it was a bunch of junk, but I did get 2 cards that I was pleasantly pleased with. I mean, there's more cards. What I like about Allen Ginter, similar with Archives, but Archives is really the kind of cards that I like the most. So I spend more time getting the full set of Archives every year than I do with getting the full set of Allen Ginter. Anyway, 2 cards I picked up that were fairly interesting today. Nice Willie Mays mini card with the Allen Ginter back. So that's a pretty cool little card. You know, Hall of Famer Willie Mays, Allen Ginter mini, and the Allen Ginter back. I think that's a neat little pickup. The other one is I rarely get hits in those boxes. It's a hard press to find a hit or an auto in the blaster boxes of Allen Ginter or Archives. The blaster boxes don't usually yield us a lot of success if you're a guy who rips cards, but this one is able to snag a hit. Let me show you that real quick. I got a Matt Olson relic card. Now this card, it just says it's a relic, and it has that item in there. I can't tell if that's a bat or a jersey. It's kind of like a wood grain. It's not 3 for Ken yet. Okay. It looks like a wood grain, but it doesn't tell me. It doesn't say that it's a bat or a jersey. It just says it's a relic. And I have no clue at all. Is that 3 for Goody? It is. It's 3 for Goody G. So congrats to you there, sir. Goody, you're likes getting the Ted Williams Archives card. Congrats to you, sir. We'll get back to that relic card in a minute, but final day. All right, final day. I said there have been many perfect games. I think we're over 20 now on perfect games in the history of baseball, but only 8 were pitched by Hall of Fame pitchers, and I said name the 8. Here's the list of perfect games by pitchers. Now, it only starts in 1903. So the one person who's on this list, who's a Hall of Famer, or I should say who's not on this list, but is a Hall of Famer, is a man named John Montgomery Ward, who pitched a perfect game back in the 1800s. So that would be 1. Here's right here, John Montgomery Ward, perfect game. So he would be number 1. All right, Cy Young, number 2. Go back. Cy Young was the second Hall of Famer. He's listed as number 3 because the first one to ever pitch a perfect game was a man named Lee Richmond. He was the first Hall of Fame ever, or perfect game ever thrown, but he's not a Hall of Famer. So you got Ward, you got Young is 2, Eddie Joss is 3 of Hall of Famers. Scroll down here. Bunning is 4, Koufax is 5, Catfish Hunter is 6. Catfish Hunter is 6. Randy Johnson is 7. And then finally, Roy Halladay is number 8. Those are your Hall of Famers who pitched perfect games, along with, there are 24 total. So those were your 8 correct answers. People up here on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess. Let's see here. Goody G did not answer on Friday, so I don't have to take you off the list, but Jesse was already removed. And with the prize you're playing for on that one, another great Archives card showing Hall of Famer Cal Ripken. So that is the prize for that one. Shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody here. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is a bat relic or a jersey relic. I can't tell. It looks like a bat, you know. but the it's got to be a bat. When you hold it from this angle, it just has to be a bat. You can see the shaving marks, but it really looks really weird. It almost looks like cork. It almost looks like cork as opposed to wood. But maybe that's just the nature of the types of wood they're using for their bats these days. I don't know. Matt Olson on the Braves. Nice little relic. This was actually from the 2022 Allen and Ginter box that I pulled. So I guess I wanted to film my ripping of these packs. That's the whole point of buying them. I was going to film them, but I had them set aside and I completely forgot about them. Oh, Jimmy Lakari, bam, bam, bam! Congrats to Jimmy. You're going to get your Cal Ripken card. There it is. But yeah, I was going to film opening these packs, but I got distracted with other things and forgot they were there. So I picked up just a whole bunch of different things to show off. You'll see that this week. And I didn't want to wait another week to rip the boxes, so I ripped them off camera. Still got a good hit, though. All right, so that's the trivia recap from this week. I hope you enjoyed that. Do come back for next week. We got a lot of great stuff to give away. A lot of cool questions, a lot of cool prizes. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Really do appreciate it. Try my best to support everybody else in this great card community. So appreciate your support as well. I do have a couple updates on some of my PSA registry sets coming up this week. So take a look at that. But again, trivia on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So stop back for those. All right. Hope you have a great week. And I hope to see you next week as well. So take care, and I'm out.